Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. Ken Van Dyke, a U.S. Special Forces soldier, has been charged by federal officials with unlawfully using classified information from a military operation. According to the Canadian press, Van Dyke, who was involved in the December 2025-January 2026 mission to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, allegedly exploited this insider knowledge to win over $400,000 on the prediction market site Polymarket. The charges against him include unlawful use of confidential government information for personal gain, theft of non-public government information, commodities fraud, wire fraud, and making an unlawful monetary transaction. Officials claim Van Dyke made approximately 13 yes bets regarding U.S. forces in Venezuela and Maduro's departure by January 31, 2026. After winning, he reportedly moved the funds to a foreign cryptocurrency vault before transferring them to a new brokerage account and requesting Polymarket to delete his account. Polymarket confirmed it had alerted the U.S. Department of Justice and cooperated with the investigation, emphasizing that insider trading has no place on Polymarket. City News Everywhere reports that the federal government has applied to the federal court to exclude certain evidence from the trial of Iain Hunt in British Columbia, citing national security risks. The Attorney General of Canada claims that disclosing this information would be injurious to national security. Iain Hunt is on trial following the disappearance of his wife, Trina Hunt, from their Port Moody home in 2021. Her burned remains were discovered near Hope, BC, in March 2021. Hunt was subsequently charged in February 2025 with indignity to human remains. This application is categorized as a designated proceeding under the Canada Evidence Act, which grants the court jurisdiction to prevent the disclosure of sensitive information related to national defense, international relations, or national security in legal proceedings. Former RCMP officer William Majcher addressed reporters outside the BC Supreme Court in Vancouver on Thursday, a day after the Crown unexpectedly concluded its case in his foreign interference trial. Majcher is facing a rare charge under Canada's Security of Information Act, stemming from allegations he illegally worked for China's Fox Hunt initiative. Prosecutors claim he attempted to coerce a Vancouver businessman to return to China to face bank fraud allegations. Majcher, who retired as an undercover financial crimes investigator, has pleaded not guilty and maintains his innocence, citing tremendous support from around the world. The trial has seen surprises, including the Crown not calling its star witness, Kim Marsh, another former Mountie and Majcher's friend, who refused a pre-interview. An RCMP report from 2021 presented in court even questioned whether Majcher was a CSIS asset or a national security risk. Majcher expressed relief that closing arguments would be presented Friday, hoping for a not guilty verdict to return home to his family. This news is from CTV News. CTV News reports that British Columbia Premier David Eby has confirmed his province will continue to keep U.S. liquor off store shelves. Eby attributes this decision to the ongoing anger among British Columbians over American tariffs impacting various industries, particularly softwood lumber. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick criticized Canada's alcohol ban as insulting, a remark which U.S. Senator Jeanne Shaheen in turn blamed on the Trump administration's past rhetoric towards Canadians. Premier Eby called it totally absurd that European and Russian timber receive preferential access to the U.S. market, while Canadian timber faces tariffs of up to 45%. He emphasized that he has communicated this stance to all American representatives, including U.S. Ambassador Pete Hoekstra and Prime Minister Mark Carney. While Alberta and Saskatchewan are selling U.S. liquor imports, other Canadian provinces maintain the ban. Eby lightheartedly stated the softwood lumber dispute is unequivocally the reason for BC's liquor policy, adding that the ban will remain until the tariffs are addressed, as British Columbians are outraged by the attack on their industry and jobs. CTV News reports that Ticketmaster Canada will implement a cap on resale ticket prices in Ontario, effective next week. This change makes it illegal to resell tickets for concerts, cultural events, sports, and other live events for more than their original all-in purchase price, which includes all fees, service charges, and applicable taxes. The move comes after the Ontario provincial government passed its budget bill, which contains amendments to the Ticket Sales Act of 2017, specifically targeting ticket price gouging. Ticketmaster Canada has publicly supported this new legislation, calling it a crucial step towards fostering a more transparent resale market for fans. The company has already begun notifying users who listed tickets above the original price that their listings are being removed and will allow them to relist their tickets in compliance with the new legal requirements next week. While provincial officials welcome this measure to protect consumers, some experts have raised concerns regarding the enforceability of the cap, particularly for platforms operating outside Ontario, and suggest it might inadvertently complicate the ticket buying process for average consumers. Ticket businesses found in violation of the new rules could face penalties of up to $10,000. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.